My name is Chiraz Ennaceur. I'm the co-founder and CEO of CorrosionRADAR. At CorrosionRADAR, we provide digital solutions to help industries to deal with one of the biggest failure mechanisms in the world, which is corrosion. We help them and support them to be safer and more sustainable. It costs the world more than £2 trillion a year. Probably it's happening now as we speak. It happens wherever you have things made of steel, you will have corrosion problems related to it. We are bringing a digital solution to an old problem and a big challenge. How can we solve it in a smarter way? And how can we help these assets and industries to really be more sustainable and cleaner? So the industries that we are working with are, for example, oil and gas, petrochemical and chemical. They have a lot of safety critical assets. And anything that may go wrong with these assets, the impact of that is very big for the companies, for the people, and for the environment. The philosophy behind CorrosionRADAR solution is how to look at solving the problem in an innovative way and automating these assets, creating like a nervous system that is embedded with these big pipelines, vessels, and are able to tell us where and when risk and problems can happen from a corrosion point of view. What we are doing is more focused actually on a specific type of corrosion called corrosion under insulation. And by making sure these insulated assets are working properly, you also limiting, as you said, the cost of a non-necessary repair that is from a labor point of view, from a material point of view, limiting the risk, because when you have a leak in the middle of the sea, it's not a good news. Also, we are limiting the heat. We are also limiting that leakage of unnecessary heat to the environment. Actually, we are aligned with the net zero vision, because one of the things is the prediction, but also early detection. So what we are trying to do, help the managers of these offshore platforms, onshore plants, to really try to find problems at an early stage. So the cost of dealing with it is much lower, and the risk of dealing with it is much lower. I'm originally from Tunisia, from North Africa. I did a civil engineering degree there. I was actually probably were two girls in a class of, I don't know, 30 or something. So always been the minority. Then moved to France, did my PhD in mechanical engineering, again, minority. So being the minority for me is the norm. After having my PhD, decided to have my own company. And in France at that time, the ecosystem was not really supportive. There was no ecosystem, basically. And it's very, very important when you are an entrepreneur and you have the right network, right support. I think it's very important in the beginning. So moved to the UK, worked for a company called the Welding Institute, based in Cambridge. Actually, I went through the different job roles very quickly and reached actually probably the highest role that a technical woman reached in that company. And I felt like, okay, I think it's the right time for me to leave, do my own thing in my own way. So yeah, and at CorrosionRADAR, I'm actually living the dream. For me, is from a technical point of view, bringing in new technology to the world, but also running a company in a way that I feel good about it, promoting people and enjoy working, wake up in the morning. And actually for me personally, this pandemic, it would have been much harder if I was not at CorrosionRADAR. Every day since the first lockdown, every day we meet at 9 o'clock to have our virtual coffee. We never missed any virtual coffee, and just make sure that we look after each other and make sure that we are still enjoying what we are doing. So for us, the 5 million is all about growth. I mean, we have a global market, so we have the blessing of that, but we can't be global all of a sudden. So we have to prepare for it. We have to have the right team. For me, the team is most important thing. We are a tech company full of innovation and the right innovation for the market. So we need really to have the right team with the right way of thinking, agile way of thinking, also grow the product portfolio. I mean, we have a number of solutions available, but we have a lot of ideas, a lot of also new products hopefully coming, aligned with the theme of corrosion monitoring and prediction, but other types of products. And grow the market, so have that strategy, strengthen the supply chain from a manufacturing point of view, grow our customer base, our partnership as well, because we are in the digital space, and to be able to bring an end-to-end solution, you have really to collaborate with the ecosystem. So we are actually playing as a catalyst, because when you're dealing with big companies, sometimes collaboration does not come natural, but with the digitalization and digital transformation, you have to collaborate. It's not a choice, it's a must.